Like any activity in life, it's all about preparation. So start this year with a review of your finances. 2021 is the year to make things happen, so let's do it together. At the Nottingham, along with our trusted partners, there's not much we can't help you with when it comes to financial planning. From independent financial advice and prepaid funeral plans to will writing and estate planning services, we've got it covered. So call your nearest branch today to arrange a free initial meeting to discuss your savings, pensions and investments.
So as the Smith Recycling Milton Keynes Lining take to the ice. And that's quickly followed by Nottingham Panthers. Had a quick message on Twitter from M. Preston. Said Pucky the polar bear has got no rhythm. But I reckon he's got more rhythm than any polar bear you've ever seen before. That's the important thing. So before face-off, we'll go to a ceremonial puck drop, and that will be followed by the national anthem. So the two captains are called across. Stephen Lee and Kevin King. Judy shaking hands with the puck droppers. And now we'll ask everybody to be upstanding in the arena for the national anthem. So that's the national anthem. And both teams are going to their respective huddles. Well, the starting netminders this evening for Lining, first of all, of course, that'll be Mika Vigman. And for Nottingham, that looks like it'll be Michael Garnett. So as we get ready to drop the puck, 5:35 on a Sunday evening. Once again, great to see so many people making a journey down from Nottingham. And first face-off initially won by King, with a bit of a bounce, and manages to get that down into the Panthers zone. Picked up by Isaacson. Back on the boards, and Mosey will flick that out, but doesn't come out all the way. Gets a deflection, and that allows Hudson to hunt that back in, backhand. And here come Nottingham, breaking out his zone. Mosey now down this left-hand side underneath the Nottingham Panthers fans. Isaacson gets in the way of that one. Lee now down the right-hand side. Puts in Pellini. Gets a shot across. Mosey trying to make a nuisance of himself in front of Vickman there. Couldn't quite get a stick on it and remains in Panthers' possession. Billingsley, great shot, goes high into the right of the Lightning net, but once again Panthers come out with possession again. High intensity start from the Nottingham side. Wilson goes down this time with referee's hand stays firmly down, and that allows Lightning to clear the zone with Carney. So Hook, Doucette and Vero Paul, the forwards on this shift for Lightning. Loads of options for Nottingham. Brown into the centre there, and Mushanshev couldn't quite get off to his left-hand side. And a good little break there from Nottingham just then. An offside call. Passes Vero Paul, not quite aware of where Lewis Hook was behind him. He goes to drop the puck, of course, and that was on the blue line. Well, we've got the first face-off of the game. Phillips. First game back for Paul Phillips, of course, yesterday against Manchester Storm, having had an upper body injury for a couple of weeks. Good to see the Lightning defenceman back in the fold. Very Paul and Jeff Brown down for the face-off this time round. Back into Panthers territory. That's Dan Spann making the clearance for Nottingham. Hook takes a hit on the boards there from Jeff Brown. Some of the Lightning faithful looking for a call on that one, but nothing happened there. Foster goes offside, needs to come back out again. Gives Nottingham a chance to build. It's fired right the way down to Phillips on this right hand side in front of the Lightning bench, and he just managed to get something on him. Vickman almost put that straight into the path of Lakovic there. Lee waiting over this right hand side, but Sove opting for the easier play. Phillips. And once again goes high on Vickman, gets his left shoulder to that one, keeps it out. Foster now goes backhand and doesn't manage to clear the zone. Something the Lightning need to do in that kind of situation, of course. Phillips now down the left-hand side, goes backhand, tries to get it into the corner, but Pompey this time will try and clear it. Another backhand pass that goes awry. He doesn't manage to clear this time round, but he ends up with the puck anyway. Kevin King all the way across to Stofflet, almost broke for the defenseman there. Lindhagen takes a hit on the boards. But Nottingham come once again. Lindhagen once again, King puts the hit on, just on the boards, of course. Lightning come that down, and they'll look to chase that. And with the control, and here come Nottingham once more. Gangland now down into neutral territory, brings it down into the Lightning zone. Looking for options, retains possession, 2 Lightning shirts in there. Delago. Gangland once again goes cross ice. One timer comes in, goes to the left hand side of Vickman's goal from Billingsley. Stofflet now manages to poach that one. Comes off a stick, and once again Nottingham get possession, but it's Doucette now, fortuitous with the bounce. Pellini flicks that down into the corner. Evan Mosey. Spann. Mosey with the wrist shot goes wide to the left-hand side. That'll give Lighting a little bit of time to set. Hook now flicks that down. He will chase that down into the corner. He'll get there first. Doesn't have a great deal of support at the moment. Almost comes to the front of the crease and Doucette almost got there. Bussier now. Great save, Mika Wigman. Into the glove and doing what he's done so well this season. Munchantsev down on this left-hand side and Wigman gloves that shot. 15 minutes remaining in this first period here at the Milton Keynes Arena. Chances going the way of the Panthers so far. Puck bounces out once again. Foster this time. Can he get down his left-hand side? Now be chased down by Forbes. Bussier for company there as well. And here come Nottingham, comes off the plexi, go all the way down. There's an arm up, and that'll be called back for icing. Hello to Steve, can you give a shout out to Karen and Steve watching at home in Derby? Couldn't make his own netmining training tonight, as the road to the rink are too icy, watching the webcast instead. As is his mummy. Great little picture there. Carney looks to make something happen there, goes into the pad, comes back out again, and puck's still loose. Chased into the corner. Nothing being called by the officials, and rightly so. Puck flicked up high and misses all the rafters, so it stays in play. And here come Lightning once again, trying to move down this right-hand side. Carney. Two white shirts for company there, and gets his stick lifted and puck's taken off him. And once again, Nottingham will tidy that up. Farmer. Shot comes in from Robert Farmer. Again, no stranger to Milton Keynes Lightning back in the old English Premier League days, of course, when Robert Farmer played for Sheffield. Puck breaks once again, Phillips. Lee now puts the wrist shot in, hoping for a tip as it went past, but nothing doing on that occasion. Hook tries to clear by going backhand. The puck bounces back once again into the Lightning zone. Hook now. He'll go diagonal. Doucette down on the left-hand side. Tries to get it through the legs of Lee, but nothing doing there. And that's a turnover in Nottingham's favour. And back they come. Doucette this time traps it on the boards. Vero Paul. Lakovic doing the leg work down there, and Stofflet managed to stifle that pass. Hudson battling down on the boards. It still doesn't come to a Lightning stick, and puck bounces up and looks like caught Doucette in the face. Totally accidental, of course. Puck's going to come up like that every now and again. And here come Nottingham, centre ice. Great pass and nice shot, which Wigman again smothers. There's Lindhagen with the opportunity there. JC says, shout out to my other half Leslie. He's allowed his chomper of carrots while watching the game. Hello to Karen and Steve watching the game at home in Derby as well. Nottingham once again down on their left-hand side underneath this large travelling Nottingham support. That'll be the first penalty of the game. Looks like a high stick penalty. It's Matt Nickerson. So Nottingham will go on the power play. And as Matt Nickerson sits 2 minutes for high sticks. Pressure now a little building on Lightning. 12:22 remaining in this first period here at the Milton Keynes Arena. On point with Billingsley. Once again, it's moved around, and Lightning, of course, trying to get into these passing lanes, prevent any movement from Nottingham. Phillips, Billingsley. Let's lie with the wrist shot. That goes high above Vickman's goal. Pellini now goes in close and trapped underneath Vickman's glove. Nottingham trying to make the most of their opportunity here. A few words being uttered there between Benny Carney and Delago. You want to watch as we go through this game. Billingsley. Billingsley once again. Goes for a shot. David Clark trying to get a tip in there. Phillips with the pass come shot through all the way through there, trying to get Delago in on the action. David Clark busy circling in the Lightning zone. He comes back out again as Delago brings that puck through. 1:03 remaining on the Lightning penalty kill. Clark, one timer. Phillips goes across the other side, just comes off the stick. Couldn't quite get a control there, Pellini. Phillips once again. Seems to be at the forefront of all the plays. Zach Phillips certainly was the man that did the damage when Lightning went up to Nottingham earlier on in the season, and another shot comes in. Billingsley once again goes across. Clark miscontrols that time, goes under his stick. 33 seconds left on this penalty kill now, and Clark once again with the opportunity back post. And yeah, Zach Phillips, when we were up in Nottingham, first game of the season, the Lightning went up there. I think he scored the man of the match award on his birthday. I think that was, if I remember rightly. Great performance from him that night. Great game between the two sides as well. The puck breaks out this time round. 11 seconds remaining on the power play. Just down the left-hand side now. Phillips goes with Mosey, and that's cleared all the way down. And Lightning will come back to full strength. And Nickerson back to the bench, and he's replaced by Doucette. Meanwhile, Nottingham break down this left-hand side once again. Comes off Lightning's skate, and almost the opportunity for them to clear, but that doesn't happen that time once again. Isaacson now, very Paul. That'll be for Doucette to chase. There's white shirts all over. We're into the... That's just 10 minutes to go in this first period now. That'll be called back. 9:47 remaining. Score remains tied at 0-0. Breaks once again deep. It's fired around the boards, and Nickerson gets his stick on that. Foster. Shot comes in once again from Foster, and rebound comes into the front of the crease, and Boxall that was, I think, just couldn't quite get his stick on that. On Twitter, hello to Richard. So many TVs at work, and he's got to watch the game on an iPad. And hello to Michelle. She's watching from the Nottingham Legend. Great pub right next to the arena up in Nottingham. Gonna have to go and visit those guys. Playoff weekend, I think. Phillips. Scoffin now through to Isaacson. Tries to get the shot off, but that goes wide. Hudson now will pick this up on the blue line, passes a shot through, and King almost gets the touch on that, and there's a penalty coming on the play. Kearney getting into the the pushing and shoving action once again. Denny Carney. And that's going to be a penalty on Lightning. That's Kevin King, a little high stick ball going to the box. So opportunity once again for Nottingham on the power play. So another 2 minutes of 5 on 4, 9:08 remaining in this first period here at the Milton Keynes Arena. Billingsley on the blue line. Goes deep once again to Delago. Brett Pellini now, back to Billingsley, back to Pellini. Brother playing of course in the NHL for the Coyotes. Phillips once again, gets the shot away and that goes high into Vickman's chest and he smothers that. Stayed down for a little bit of time there, Mika Vickman. I'm not entirely sure that caught one of those areas there. The padding's not around. It always does that when you're a netminder. But always manages to find those little bits and pieces where the padding isn't. Didn't quite clear it around the boards that time. That was Stofflet for Lightning. Phillips. Billingsley once again, the centre of all these plays. And Phillips goes backhand. Net comes off his moorings and that'll be blown up. It'll be a face-off to the right-hand side of the Lightning goal. We have 1:21 remaining on the penalty on Kevin King. Phillips once again. Clark couldn't quite get a stick on that as he came through the, just above the crease, came through really deep there, Clark. Lightning managed to clear their zone. 1:05 remaining on this penalty. Phillips once again. Just slightly miscontrols it and Nottingham will go back and reset. This time round he gives it to Clark. And over the left hand side there with Pellini. Clark once again in front of the net and just slightly miscues that. Delago. Once again, Nottingham looking for these gaps. Billingsley trying to exploit those gaps, and maybe Lightning will just leave. Billingsley once again. Farmer this time, and Brown out on the ice. Nottingham again with the shot. That's a goal. That's taken a tip as he's gone through. Definitely took a deflection as he went through, but it's a great goal. It was coming. Nottingham score on the power play with just 20 seconds left of the Kevin King penalty. The shot come right the way through, and I definitely heard the sound as he went through. I think it took a slight deflection, but it was low, and it's beaten Vickman. Nottingham take the lead with 7:28 remaining in this first period. And I have to say it was coming. And Nottingham, for all their pressure of the side like that, and always going to put chances away. And here they come again. Shot goes on Vickman, which he kicks down to the right-hand side. Griffin will need to chase this down into the corner. Doesn't get there first. But puts the hit on anyway. Very Paul. Right, and just need to settle down just a little bit. Because Very Paul carrying the puck. Again, that comes on to Phillips on the right-hand side in front of these benches. He switches sides. Sauve fires that around. Vickman will take that on his stick. And Griffin will pick that up. But this time couldn't quite get a stick on it. Another tip comes in. That was off Phillips this time, and this time Mika Vickman is happy to snap that one up. Adam Belcher watching the Panthers at the Nottingham Legend. Hope to see a flying V. I hope we get a shout out for everyone in the Legend. I'm not giving a shout out to absolutely everybody in the Legend. We'll be here all night. Shot comes back in once again. Hudson looking to clear the Lightning zone this time round. He sees the puck back again. He'll skate that down the left-hand side. Carney finds himself in a little bit of space and trying to sneak that puck through. Doesn't manage to do that. Now a shot comes in from Isaacson that time round. That was King right in front of the Nottingham net. And Phillips now will just marshal things and bring things under control for Nottingham. It's fired down left-hand side. Nickerson now fires that across once again to Isaacson. Got King for assistance if he needs him. Passes that forward to Carney. Carney traps that on the boards. King goes in to help. Backhand to Phillips. Phillips gets a shot across and that hits Betteridge on the leg. And that was a little bit sore. Phillips once again comes off his skate and Lightning managed to, well, just as I was about to say, retain possession and almost gave it away, but still there. Carney once again. Phillips. Great hit on Carney there. And Isaacson. Hit goes in on the boards. Always sounds louder on these boards in Milton Keynes. There's so little bit of flexibility in these boards, so they always make that noise. Always sounds a little bit worse than what it actually is, but sounds good. Isaacson now on the blue line. Shot comes in, comes through traffic. A nice little bit of pressure here from Lightning. Boxill now takes a bit here from Clark on the boards. And Force will let that go. That'll go all the way down. Well, Clark and Boxill know each other very well from Jonathan Boxill's time in Nottingham. And some of the Lightning faithful calling for the referee to do something about that. Couldn't see anything wrong with that hit, to be fair. It was on perfectly legit hit on the boards. That's what it looked like, certainly from up here anyway. 4:32 remaining in this first period. And there'll be a face-off down in the Lightning zone to the right-hand side of Mika Wigman's goal. Vero Paul for Lightning down for this, along with Brett Pellini. Pompey now. Foster allowed that to come off the boards and miscontrol that in the end. Delago making a nuisance of himself there, and once again a wayward pass, and Lewis Hook can't do anything with that. Griffin goes cross ice. Vero Paul opts to put it down the boards. Hook once again chasing that. He can't quite get a stick on it, but Vero Paul is there. Followed up his own pass. Vero Paul goes over. Once again, nothing from the referees, and the statutory boos as you get in Milton Keynes nowadays. Every time people don't like the decisions of the officials, you tend to get that. I have to say they maybe got that one wrong. Sobo down to Goussieres, just in front of his own bench. Miscontrols it, will go back. There's Nottingham the option in the pass, and Wigman will cover that with 3:22 remaining in this period. Remains Milton Keynes Lightning 0, Nottingham 1. Sandy Martin, say hello to Daff and Sandy watching Panthers from Langley Mill, wherever that may. I don't know where that is. Well, hello to you. Tracy Stevens, great coverage, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Can we get a shout out for Mark and Tracy watching in Nottingham? Well, there you go. Yes, you can. Shot comes in, touched once again, and goes off to the left-hand side. Stofflet now, looking for options, goes off the boards. King. Almost a bit of a suicide pass there and sends Lightning off on the way, but Kevin King looking to get away with that. Arm comes up this time round. Wigman will skate towards his bench. And that'll be a slashing call. And that'll be Jan Sauvé that will sit for 2 minutes for slashing. So Lining's opportunity now to potentially get back into this game. It's only a 1-goal game, loads of time to go, of course. 2:58 remaining in this first period. Kevin King down for the face-off for Lining. Phillips goes cross ice to Hudson. Hudson couldn't quite get the one-timer off. Big cannon of a one-timer when Hudson catches those. Isaacson working down the boards as he often does so well, and it'll give Nottingham an opportunity to clear, but it's not quite there. King once again. Hudson waiting. Goes cross ice, that's the goal! Carl Hudson from just above the hash marks brings Lining back level. Didn't opt to go one time, that time round just picked his spot, went down low to the left hand side. Garnett was beaten. Kevin King doing the work to set him up. He'll get the assist on now, but he comes way across, and Hudson just picked his spot, just placed it through, and just goes underneath that glove of Garnett. It's a power play goal, of course. That'll put Nottingham back to full strength with 2 minutes 30 remaining in this first period. Nicholson now will chase this down into the corner alongside Betteridge. Here comes Phillips. Very Paul. Doucette down the left hand side, manages to leave that behind, but Phillips will go. He was looking to go cross ice, but Doucette took a bit of a tumble as he went to pass it up. Backhand goes round the boards, and options for Nottingham now. Just under 2 minutes remaining as it's given away, and shot comes in, and Barrow Paul found himself with the puck. Wasn't expecting that at all. Probably had a little bit more time than he thought, actually. But 1:43 remaining in this period. Goes over to the boards once again. Isaacson comes away with that. Only retained possession. Doing that quite well. Isaacson once again goes cross ice to Carney. Almost puts it through, and King almost got the touch on that once again. And a bit more fluidity about Lightning now. Their goal bringing them back and pick the tails up a little bit. Hudson. Hudson gets a touch on that, goes into the corner. He'll chase that back as well. King spins and goes cross ice. Carney now takes a hit on the boards. Referee's hands goes up. After on a hit by Lee, and that's going to be a penalty called on Denny Carney. There's Nottingham now have 6 skaters on the ice. Spang. They will look to make things happen there, and puck bounces up once again. Pellini again goes cross. There you go. 40 seconds remaining in the first period. Sauvé backhands down into the corner. They'll be picked up, and the whistle will go. So that's a holding call on Carney. He'll go and sit for 2 minutes, of course. So Lining will finish the period a man down. So just under 30 seconds remaining in this period. So Lightning once again on the penalty kill. Hook now down the centre. Hit by David Clark, and he's managed to open the door as well. The fans behind the door indicating there was an elbow involved there. I don't think so. No stranger to Milton Keynes, of course. David Clark played here with Kings for, I think, a season and a half. That was back in the 1990s, that was a long time ago. Clark now goes wide and to the left-hand side. And Billingsley picks up the puck, and that'll be it for the first period. With 1 minute 31 remaining on the Lightning penalty. And the teams go into the locker rooms at the end of that first period, of course. And it's all level, one apiece. So time to go and grab yourselves a drink, go get yourself a bit of refreshment.
The players will be back after this short message from the Nottingham Building Society, headline sponsor of the Nottingham Panthers. Are you saving for your first home and thinking about getting on the property ladder? Are you aged 18 to 39? Would you like to see how you could get up to £1,000 free per tax year for your first home? Let us tell you about the Lifetime ISA. The Lifetime ISA is a savings account for 18 to 39-year-olds who want a little extra help with their future savings goals. You can use it for your first home, or wait until you're 60 and use your savings for retirement. The government will give you a 25% bonus on your savings. So you save £100, you get £25. You save £4,000, which is the maximum per tax year, you get £1,000 free, paid straight into the account, plus interest. You can open an account with just £10 online at thenottingham.com. Ineligible withdrawals are subject to a government charge of up to 25%. Check the terms and conditions for more information. Now back to the Nottingham Panthers.
It'll be Kevin King and Brett Pellini down for the face-off, and we start the second period. Billingsley in centre ice. Clark tries to push that across the ball, but Hudson got his stick in on that, but Clark will pick up the eventual rebound. Pellini working hard down in the corner against Hudson. Billingsley once again goes cross ice. Phillips looking for these spaces, and Clark traps that on his stick, on his skate, sorry. Gets the shot off, and that's trapped by Mika Vickman, and sinks down into his pad somewhere. So 1:05 remaining on this penalty kill now. Scores remain level, of course. We're into the second period. Pellini and Boxhill down for the face-off this turn round, which the Nottingham Panthers man wins. Picks that up just around the hash marks, goes in and come over a stick, and that was Phillips almost got the angle in there. Pellini once again gets the shot off, trapped by Hook. Boxall trying to keep clear there, and Nottingham will come all the way back, and Boxall has picked the pocket there, and here he comes, Boxall one-on-one, and goes wide on his backhand. A great turn of speed, Jonathan Boxall, of course. Phillips now. Clark goes into the centre, but it comes off Nickerson's leg. Puck bounces up, almost caught Pellini in the face there, but he managed to just out-jump it and brings it down. Now skates with Hook for company, goes across. 11 seconds remaining on the power play now for Nottingham. Doing some great work. Clark now puts it right away across, and eventually it finds its way onto Nickerson's stick, and that'll be cleared as Zach Phillips goes and gets the change, and Lightning are back to full strength. Saive puts that all the way down the ice. He'll pick up his own pass in the end. It comes off a couple of skates. Phillips will now go down and recover that. Backhands that to Carney. Carney puts that down the ice, and King pushes it down. The arm goes up, and that'll be an icing call. And Christian Isaacson that couldn't quite get his stick on that. So face off just to the left hand side of the Lightning goal. Picked up once again, this time and it's Gagnon. Phillips sends that high. And Lightning once again look to get it clear. Phillips backhands that to Isaacson. Hudson back to Isaacson once again. And Isaacson loses out that time on the boards. Sheer numbers there, 3 against 1 that was on the boards. Jakovic. Farmer now. Now here come Lightning, it's 2-on-2 and Isaacson goes with the fancy backhand and probably could have took that himself, and great play there, and puck was up in the air and bit of pushing and shoving there, and looked like Gagnon caught Carney in the neck there. His head certainly snapped back, but 6.5 a dozen at the end of the day. It'll be worth watching those two as we go further through the game. Both having a bit of chat. That's been going on right the way through the first period as well. There's a face off to the left hand side of the Panthers goal. Vero Paul with Bussier. Comes back to a Panthers stick. And Chanchev now gets the shot off, goes low on Vikman, which he uses his stick and his pad to parry, but it comes loose, and Nottingham once again trying to make some space. Sauvé comes off hook, goes into the corner. Pompey clears that up, but Phillips can't get his stick. Sorry, Griffin couldn't get his stick on that time round. Puck comes in once again, gets a tip and almost a redirect. And Chanchev goes down. Puck caught somewhere in his shorts, I think. Oh no. Vikman had the puck. I don't know what the officials were doing there, trying to help players up, I think. Maybe it's the new all polite Elite League 4-man system, means they can help players get up. So Boxer and Lindhagen down for this face-off. It's Betteridge, Griesborough. Shot goes through the legs of Nickerson, and almost unsighted Vikman for just a second there. Pushed back into the corner. Betteridge comes on his backhand, trying to make some space for himself. Goes forehand round the boards. A little bit out of reach, but Nickerson will look to tidy up for Lightning. Nothing happened there, and another shot comes in and almost gifted the puck to Lindhagen there, and almost went one-on-one with Vikman. Vikman goes down low very, very quickly and manages to smother that one, but the same pattern as the first couple of minutes of the first period, really. It's Nottingham come out with the energy, and it does look like Lightning are just trying to soak up some of this pressure and try and hit on the break. They are too short, of course, in Tommy Mele and Kyle Essery, which are big misses at this level, at this stage of the season. Spang now puts that across left kick pad, save from Vikman. Manages to clear the zone. Sauvé, great control. And turns the puck over, unfortunately. And Lightning look to come again. Hudson. And Lightning have just strayed offside, so they'll go back out and put the pressure back on again. King and Carney looking to put the pressure on. They'll be chased down by Stofflet. Polini now. Pushing into no man's land, and Carney will go and recover that. Isaacson in space. Mosey looking to come across, and Sauvé looking to put the hit on, and almost face planted himself into the boards just in front of the Lightning penalty box. And here come Panthers. Spain puts that all the way around the boards, and Nottingham get a change, which gives Lightning an option to move down this left-hand side. James Griffin, hard hit on the boards. He's gone right down. He's staying down. Billingsley, I don't think that was intentional. I think Griffin was on his way down at the time. It'll be a cross-check call. It'll be Lightning to the power play. So Griffin had picked up the puck and goes all the way down. He skirted one hit as such, and then Billingsley came down. Yeah, I think it's the right call at the end of the day. It did look as though Griffin was slightly off balance, but into the board. So Nottingham's turn this time round to try and kill this power play. So 15:21 remaining in this period. So Tim Billingsley sits 2 minutes for cross-checking. Just need to check back slightly. Paul Phillips now. Isaacson with an option down on his right hand side, which he uses, and Isaacson will put that round the plexi, very close to the netting, and Hudson will chase that down on the boards. Nottingham looking to clear their zone, which they managed to do so. Comes to King. Phillips now. Isaacson and Carney waiting patiently in the middle. Isaacson will go down, try and trap that on the boards. Up against Gagnon. Puck is fired all the way around. And that comes to a Nottingham stick, and they'll fire it all the way down. Brought down on the stick of Mika Vigman. They'll give it to Hudson Wolakovic. Will try to close that play down. Long pass into centre ice to Ben Foster. Foster now retains that possession. Goes down into the corner. One time a Pompey. Hook. Comes back off the boards. Pompey now. Looks to switch across. Vero Paul. Gets a shot across. Francis Vero Paul. From midway between the hash marks and the blue line. Goes low once again down to the left hand side. It's another power play goal. That puts Lightning 2-1 ahead. So nice patient work this time round by Lightning. Lewis Hook puts it off the boards. Quinn Pompey just delays for a second, puts it across. Vero Paul, off he goes straight away through. Great goal. So that's Nottingham back to full strength, of course. And what's been going on there, but Pete Russell having a few words with the officials down there. And the Lightning head coach not happy at all. I'm not entirely sure what's been not entirely sure what's being discussed down there, but it looks like there's some blood on the ice actually. Somebody's I think that's what Pete Russell was talking about. Somebody's been cut and there's blood on the ice down there. The technicians are down on the ice just in front of the Lightning bench, just clearing that up. And I think that's what the discussion was between Pete Russell and the officials. I can't see who it is that's been cut. Certainly, I don't think anybody's gone to the changing room that I can see to be treated. I'll have a look and see if anybody's missing off the Lightning bench. I can't actually see anybody. So the play resumes. There'll be a face-off in the centre, of course. It will resume as soon as they've finished cleaning the ice. There is a bit of blood around the goal as well, I think. So Rob Bayliss really enjoying the stream with Hannah, Brooke and Catherine. Hashtag Let's Go Panthers. Daisy May Reeve. Let's Go Lightning. I'm glad you can actually watch now, Daisy. I know you had problems at the very start. We do apologise for that. I know you're sorted. Josh Vesey. Panthers fans watching in Grantham. It's our year. To do what? Toby Hickley, me, Emily and Elaine watching the Panthers from Trowell. Hoping for a 4-point weekend. Can you also say hello to my mother and father, Simon and Helen, who are also watching the game in Newark? Well, there you go. We just did. Hello to all of you guys. Yeah, we always get around to these tweets eventually, so you think that we've forgotten you. 9 out of 10 we probably have, but we do get round to them eventually. So Argo now puts it down, Mosey down on the left-hand side, which Nickerson will pick up. Mosey goes tight onto the boards to go and pick up the big man. Poke bobbles once again, and this time round, Vickman managed to smother that. Pellini coming in, he was closely shadowed by Nickerson. 13:38 remaining in this second period. So Pellini and King down for this face-off. King wins the face-off, but it comes to Delago in the end. He takes the shot, comes off King's shin pads. Stofflet hard in on the boards, gets his stick in there. Very uncompromising D-man, Evan Stofflet. Bounce up once again, and this time round, Isaacson couldn't get his stick on quite on that. Pellini and King would have coming together on the boards. Another shot comes in, comes off another leg pad. And Nottingham look to apply the pressure once again, but it's Isaacson down the left-hand side now. Got Foster and Hudson for company. That comes off Sauve's stick, goes high into the netting. That'll be a face-off to the right-hand side of the Nottingham Panthers goal, just underneath these very loud and very vocal travelling Nottingham Panthers fans. So face-off once again. Boxill that time once again in for the face-off. In off the boards and trying to get Clark down the left-hand side, and has a little space to escape free here, but Phillips manages to get a stick in on that. Phillips once again, sorry, Pompey that was. Gagnon trying to get his stick on that. And Griffin down this right-hand side. It's a hit on Gagnon. Nothing awarded by the officials, and very illegal hit, and Forbes goes down under pressure there. Betteridge once again. Phillips again with a stick. Forbes now in centre ice. Punches that down, and Griffin will go and chase that all the way down. Arms are up, and that's another icing call. That'll be called back up the far end. Lines person Liv Anderson coming back, calling lining back. A bit confused about a changing on icing there. Hello to Claire Easton Bassett watching in Cornwall tonight. And the Ayers, hello to you. Pompey off the boards once again. Settling down a little bit, trying to take a little bit of control. Griffin. Centralised Forbes gets a tip on that. They'll look to get a change. Vero, Paul and Hook along with Doucette are on the ice, along with Nickerson and Hudson for Lightning. And it's Hudson who will pick this up, fire around the boards. Doucette will pick it up. Misses it. Mongshanshev punches that deep. For Nickerson to pick that up eventually. Vero, Paul now almost in space and goes down under pressure. Nothing called once again by the officials. And another shot there. Vero Paul with the world behind the goal. And that's Guillaume Doucette. to put Lightning 3-1 up. Great work by the Lightning. Vero Paul not giving up on that one. Went over earlier in the play. Managed to delay, hold the puck for as long as he possibly could. Nice look with the work over on the left-hand side. Gives it to Vero Paul. Doucette coming in a little bit of space. And he's not going to miss from there. 3-1 Lightning. Phillips. Lakovic picks it over on the right-hand side. I managed to get a tip on that. So this time around, if Lee couldn't quite keep it in the zone. King goes backhand and there's a turnover, and Phillips looking to make something of that. That was Zach Phillips from Paul Phillips there. Phillips once again backhands to Lee. Lingle out, stays in, and he fires that wide. Sauve. Just controls there, and Isaacson now. And that's Denny Carney wearing the number 7 shirt. So it was Denny Carney who had the cut earlier. So Denny Carney, who was wearing number 22, will now be wearing number 7. He's wearing the blood shirt. Boxall now will chase that down into the corner. Collini over to the right hand side now. That's from Mosley. Fires it across. No Panthers shirts there, and here come Lightning once again. It's 2-on-1. Forbes on Boxall. Forbes shoots wide. Scored his first goal in the Elite League course. Alex Forbes up in Nottingham earlier on in the season. Forbes once again. Guizwa. He goes cross ice this time. Pellini once again. Drops it down, and Nottingham come once again, and Vickman took a hit there. Looks like Vickman, well, I don't know whether Vickman was hit on the head there, but he's staying down. He's going to get some treatment. Just getting some treatment on Vickman right now. So not entirely sure whether it was the physio at the moment. It seems to be making sure he's got a bit of mobility around his head. So Vickman's he's moving. It's good news. So hello to Adam watching in Southwell. Come on Panthers, he says. Gavin Padley says free beer in the Legend if we win tonight. Offer finishes at 9 o'clock. Must have a game ticket from the game tonight. Let's go Panthers. I'm on my way now. Well, that's only if Panthers win. That's a bit unfair, isn't it? Andrea, hello to you Nottingham POGs, especially Liz and Rich, Elaine and Cole, Pam and Ian from Andrea and Jed in Henna, or Hena is that. MG watching the webcast, come on Panthers, which said actually said come in Panthers. I'm not entirely sure where they are, but I'll take that as come on. Adrian Eason Bassett, hoping for a Lightning win tonight from Adrian, Claire and George down in Falmouth and Cornwall. Toby Hickling, me, Emily and Elaine watching the Panthers from Trowell. I've already done that one apparently. You know. And we've done the Andy Ayres one as well. I think we're up to date, but if you want to get a shout out, dead easy. Just get in touch at MK Lightning TV or hashtag Lightning TV. Pop up, say hello. And you can even drop us a picture of what you're doing. if you want to, of course. Of course, you don't have to. So Mika Vikman is now sat up. We've got the our residents, ambulance guys, and our physio on the ice with him. Just making sure he's okay, just making sure he's got a bit of mobility. I haven't seen any signals from the bench to replace him, but I'm not entirely sure he's going to be able to continue. He's being helped up, and I would say that's Mika Vikman's game done and dusted, and the entire arena, to be fair, actually showing its appreciation, including the Nottingham fans. Nottingham fans are all on their feet as well, which is absolutely brilliant to see. Of course, Mika was a big crowd favourite up in Nottingham, and the entire arena chanting Mika Vikman's name, and he'll now be replaced in the Lightning net by number 1 Jordan Headley. So if you didn't get the change earlier, Denny Carney is now wearing number 7. He was wearing number 22, sorry. So Denny Carney, originally wearing 22, is now wearing number 7. That's the blood shirt. And number 1 Jordan Headley replaces the injured Mika Vikman in net. And it just seems now, for Lightning anyway, that the injuries just keep coming and coming and coming. It's every team has injuries. You certainly can't blame that on performances, stuff like that. And because when it's your team, it always seems that the odds are always stacked against you. So it's a 3-0 lead still for Lightning. And Headley's first job is to stop that shot from Delago, which he dutifully does. Very, very able GB netminder Jordan Headley. And of course we hope the injury to Mika Vikman is certainly nothing too serious, and we hope for a quick recovery. So Rumshancho coming round and miscontrolled it, and shot comes in, and shot come pass, and a bit of a baseball stroke going on there. That'll be called back. That's a high stakes call. I mean, in cricketing terms, I know we've been watching the Ashes over in Australia recently. Well, that would have been a decent square cut in cricketing terms. So it'll be called back. And of course there will be a face-off. 8:58 remaining in this second period. So face-off right in front of the Nottingham Panthers bench. So they almost giving that puck to Isaacson then. Paul following up with the hit just as Lee released the puck. Nickerson with the tap down that time. We were talking cricket terms, that was a forward defensive stroke, but Sauvé now. Great stop. Jordan Headley. Lapovic over this left hand side, trying to go deep. Picks up the puck once again, gives it to Zach Phillips. Phillips back to Sauvé. He'll look to make the shot and comes off the inside of the glove of Headley, but bounces into space. So nothing doing on there for Nottingham on that occasion. Isaacson now got King for support. King fires it across and couldn't quite get that across to Paul Phillips, who was coming in. Nottingham chance to get a bit of a change for Nottingham. Betteridge, Span and Gagnon on the ice now for them. Right, they're trying to clear their zone. Gagnon straight down the boards again. Here comes Hudson. Another shot comes in, goes high and straight into the glove of Michael Garnett. in the Nottingham Panthers goal. 7:29 remaining in this second period, remains 3-1. Hello to Kate Williams, Phil and Kate watching from Ripley. Come on Panthers. And Preston says, shame to see Mika Vickman go off injured. Outstanding goalie, quick recovery Mika. Rachel Bennett says there's only one Jordan Headley. Puck on the board. Once more, Spang releases that, goes cross ice. Turns over once again to a lightning stick, and it's Lewis Hook. Gives that to Stofflet down the right hand side, right in front of his own bench. Spang chases that in alongside Lewis Hook. Pellini now. Gagnon at the right hand side. Got Mosey in space in the centre, and he goes straight to Mosey's stick. That's a great goal. Nothing Headley could have done about that. Spang up the right hand side. Great play. Evan Mosey goes straight in, as you do as a forward, always going into the net. Sorry, Gagnon now was down the right hand side, and you see Mosey going straight in, straight onto his stick, and gives Jordan Headley absolutely no chance whatsoever. Great goal by Panthers. 6:53 remaining in this second period. It's 3-2. Nickerson now to Phillips, gives it back to Nickerson. Griffin gets the tip this time in. Forbes, Bussier down the left-hand side. Forbes will go onto the boards, as will Nickerson for support. Two white shirts, two blue shirts there now. Nickerson looking to clear his zone, which he does. Billingsley in a foot race with Griffin. Griffin now looking like he's playing as a forward. Such are limited opportunities for Pete Russell now with the injuries that he's got. Haven't seen Denny Carney come back on the ice for some time. He was wearing a blood shirt. I'm not entirely sure they can actually stop that cut of his bleeding. And he's gone off for a little bit of treatment. Certainly can't see him on the bench at the moment. So Griffin now doubling up as a forward for the time being for Lightning, and this really is a patched up makeshift Pete Russell side right now. But they're one goal to the good. And here come Nottingham once more. Spang. Plenty of space and flicks the puck, and Jordan Headley will greatly accept that. 5:25 remaining in this second period. So Paul down for the face-off along with Pellini that time round. Shot comes in once again, but it comes off the legs of Stofflet, I think that was. No, Quinn Pompey, beg your pardon. Hook takes a big hit there from Delago and almost turned into that. Didn't see the big Nottingham guy coming and got a face full of, well, a rather very big ice hockey player. Perfectly legal hit though. That's fired all the way up. The arms go up and they'll be called back for icing. .4:49 remaining in this second period here at the Milton Keynes Arena. Phillips now. Slightly loses control, but gets a shot in anyway. It comes off the backboards. Garner just manages to get a left pad on that as it came back off the dashes. So King And Lindhagen down for this face-off to the left-hand side of the Nottingham Panthers goal. Clark. Flips all the way up. That'll be for Phillips to marshal that. Nickerson. Phillips once again fires it all the way around. Foster will pick that up and gives it to Nickerson in a little bit of space. Phillips now. Lightning moving around the puck around quite nicely. Run out of options there, and Foster had strayed into an offside position there, which prevented King from releasing that. And a shot comes in, that goes wide to the right hand side from David Clark. Phillips once again now looks to send Foster. Foster with the shot straight into the legs. Up into the netting once more, and that'll be a face-off once again underneath this loud and vocal Nottingham support. Carol Lard said, hope Mika is okay, watching with my girls, the Noisy Dogs and hubby from Long Eaton. Zara, very, very cute picture. This is baby Gabriel watching the hockey on TV. That's brilliant. I love that picture. Hello to you guys, hope you're enjoying the game. And Shansev down on the left-hand side, just fires it in, kicked away by Headley. Gutierrez doubles back, and Brown couldn't quite get a stick on that as it came through. Gutierrez once again looking to move this around. Sauvé. Forbes and Stofflet change sides. Lee now just inside the blue line. Loads of traffic in front of the goal for Panthers, making it difficult for Headley to see anything coming through. Now it's trapped on the boards, and Stofflet will go and chase that for Lightning. Another shot comes in, that goes high into the right hand side. We're now into 3 minutes and 9 seconds remaining in this second period here at Milton Keynes. Lee just puts it in, kicked away, left pad that time by Jordan Headley. And this time it's Griffin up against Lee. Both got a good turn of pace, and Griffin goes over. He caught his own edge then, I think. Pompey. Quite a novel sight seeing for the Lightning faithful, seeing James Griffin playing as a forward, although he certainly got the pace. Spang now releases Lakovic, right hand side, left hand side, beg your pardon. Farmer in support, picks up the puck, fires it around the boards. Spang will pick this up, Doucette will go and challenge. Nottingham pick it up once more. Farmer again. Aaron's stick lying around him. Brilliantly taken straight off the stick there by Lewis Hook, and he's got Doucette there for support if he needs him. Shot comes in from Vero Paul, and this will give Nottingham a chance now. Nottingham have numbers, 4 players up. Phillips for Nottingham. Gagnon shot comes in, right pad save once again from Headley. Moving around well, the Milton Keynes youngster. Gagnon once again, one-timer. Sorry, not one-timer, slap shot, beg your pardon. Into the glove of Jordan Headley. 1:52 remaining in this second period. Sauvé once again. Nickerson this time picks up the puck, and he'll skate down the right hand side. Just heard Isaacson shouting, which I think distracted the big defenseman there. As he puts that backhand around the boards. 1:30 remaining in this second period now. King drops it off to Isaacson. He put that across, and King got the tip, and Barnett had his pads and stick down there. Manages to parry that, doesn't leave the rebound, and Lenny Carney returns back to the ice. It looked like a cut to the front of his forehead actually on Denny Carney, so looks like he's wearing some form of headband. Every young player will want one of those in the morning. I could just see the Lightning merchandise stand doing a a trade on Denny Carney headbands. Clark now, right hand side for Nottingham, takes a hit from Alex Forbes, rides it out nicely. Boxhill. Now just coming up to the last minute of this second period here at the Milton Keynes Arena. Nottingham clear their lines once again. Phillips coming through traffic, and Headley will play that away and help the defenceman. Quite assured there from lining, because they're moving the puck around well. Griffin now caught open ice by Spang. Got to go back. Stofflet, Phillips off the plexi, right hand side. Lee goes right away across, and here come Nottingham again. Munchanchev pass that over the top, and Stofflet will look to trap that on the boards first of all, and then look for an option. Munchanchev in close attendance as well. Phillips again goes round the boards. Nottingham making use of this puck now, and they'll look to move it around. Brilliant play by Paul Phillips there, just completely mugged the Nottingham player there, and didn't expect that at all. And between the legs, Pochek, and it means at the end of the second period that it's a one-goal game. Milton Keynes Lightning 3, Nottingham Panthers 2.
So I'm walking through, and as I'm going out for warm-up, I remember saying to myself, walking down the tunnel, this is it. Right, I'm gonna walk on the ice, there's gonna be people in the stands coming to watch me play. So I step on the ice, I am not 2 feet on the ice, and I hear, Leach, you suck!
You start to think, what was I doing when I was 20 years old?
Right. Hey, I didn't think I was gonna be doing that when I was 20 years old either, so.
Unfortunately, like you said, it's one of those moments where Julian comes up big when he needs to.
Oh, God. Dude, let's not pump his tires.
So I went out and I started lining up, and I started going the wrong way against my own goalie because I was so nervous I didn't even realize. And everyone was yelling at me, and then I was like, oh my God.
Before we carry on, I will say that you have the most delightful accent that has been on this show. I've never had someone with that kind of Bostonian accent. So this is wonderful.
Yeah, hopefully you can understand me.
Well, I tell a story in the book about cycling with our team at one point.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, you should pick up the book. But
no, I think the first day he showed up was a good indicator of Linger. He walked in, and instead of carrying a hockey bag, he was carrying a duffel bag.
Don't do the mistake I did once, just leaving the ice, being the only rookie to not stay. I heard about it for months, let me tell you.
And you mentioned them a minute ago. What did you make of Johan's white skates when you first saw them?
Well, they're not for me, but I thought they were awesome. Yeah.
You had a fight in a game.
Oh, God.
Now, well, now,
all of a sudden, about after 5 minutes of doing drills and stuff, the Fury obviously starts to come down onto his face and everything. So, anyways, he takes off back to the boards, and he's throwing water on his head and drinking it, and everyone's looking at him like, what's wrong with him? You know, like, what's going on? I never told anybody, right?
So here we go, officials are ready. Kevin King and Pellini down for this face-off. King wins that, back to Hudson. King loses control of it on his skates. Now will be trapped on the boards by Delago with Isaacson for company. So Pellini now, left-hand side. Going to make some space, and that goes high, comes off the plexi. Lee will punch that down deep. And it'll be Hudson who goes for that, and Isaacson now at the middle. He's got Carney in support. And Isaacson just managed to spin away from the challenge there. Passes just beyond the outstretched hand and stick of Carney. Mosey now, scorer of the Panthers' second goal, of course, late into the second period. Mosey once again. And Nickerson, great work there just to take the puck off the stick of Munkshanshev. And it's Munkshanshev who is in possession right now, but it's Lewis Hook who manages to get his stick in there. Stofflet on the boards with Munkshanshev. Gagnon fires it down deep into the corner. Nickerson will go in there with Brown. Billingsley now, shot comes in. And Headley manages to keep hold of that. Going on now. Bussiers pushes that down onto the boards, and that's for breaks now for Lightning. Vero Paul tries to dump that in into no man's land. I don't know where Lewis Hook thought that was going. From Shangshev, centre ice and breaks down. Phillips accompanying. Hook just tries to clear his zone once again, and Vero Paul will chase that down. Billingsley across the ice to Gagnon once again. Phillips now, Zach Phillips, of course, for Nottingham. Farmer once again gets that taken off his stick and almost goes in the wrong direction for Lightning, but he managed to bring it out. Here come Nottingham once more. Forbes gets a shot in, goes high. Phillips now. Shot comes in, and that's an equalising goal. Zach Phillips with the work. Pushes over to the left-hand side, and it was Dan Spang that scores the equalising goal. That's 3 each. And Nottingham fans, of course, they celebrate. So we do appear to have lost the stream at the moment. So Betteridge now. What's the problem, Phil? So puck trap just underneath Jordan Headley's pad. Yeah, just what they needed is that goal went in. Pelini and Barry Paul down for the face-off. Nickerson. Phillips. Doucette. Straight through the centre, and that's tipped on by Hook. He'll go down and chase that, and Billingsley will go with him. Sovo. And here come Nottingham once again. It's a free-each game. Pelini, of course, passing that one off. Mosey now down deep into the corner. Nickerson trying to get his lines clear once more. Delago. And Lightning managed to clear. Spang once again. Came off the stick of Phillips and he lost sight of it for just a second. Here comes Nickerson. Forbes takes a hit on the boards for his trouble. Bussier. Brown. Bussier once again takes a hit from Forbes, held on the boards. Headley manages to get that smothered. And that's called back once again. So Griffin. Shot comes in once again. And that's Zach Phillips with the go-ahead goal. 4-3 Nottingham. Nice work by Nottingham that time round. Play the replay, we've done highlights. Just keep doing what we normally do. Just so 4-3 Nottingham. Does Tom know we've gone down? Hook now, left hand side, fires it over. Just slightly out of reach of Doucette, but he'll keep chasing. Down into the corner with Lee, with Sauvé for company. And that's another goal for Nottingham. (5-3). That's David Clyde. Can't afford to give Nottingham space in that way. When Nottingham are going bingo for goal down to 2 goals ahead. Still loads of time, 15:05 remaining in this third period. That was Forbes there trying to make something happen. Shot comes in once again. Puck trapped on the net, on the Nottingham net. Foster now. Look at Nottingham once again, and this time it's into space. Hudson. So I can only pass on my sincere apologies for those of you just coming back online. The score is now 3-5 in favour of Nottingham Panthers. We lost the stream. We can't do anything about that at our end, unfortunately. Infinity 21 are looking into it to find out the problem. They've rebooted the server. As I say, there's nothing that Milton Keynes Lightning TV can do about it. So if you've got any support calls, I would suggest that your first port call obviously is to email Infinity21, and the details for that are on the streaming website, of course. So once again, our sincere apologies. So we will be replaying those goals. I know it's scant consolation for you, but once again we do apologise. Nothing you can do at our end at all. It's a server at the end of Infinity 21, I believe. But Nottingham now 5-3 ahead, exerting more pressure. Billingsley now fires it in and into the glove of Jordan Headley. So we'll have a look at the tying goal for Nottingham. The goal that made it 3-3. Sloppy defensive work from Lightning. Lee pushes it down and in, and it was Phillips in space who tied the game up at 3 apiece. Shot comes in once again, and once again that goes into the glove of Jordan Headley. Boxhill clears that only as far as Stofflet, but he can't get that clear of the zone. Betteridge back onto the blue line. Gagnon misses that completely, and Foster almost got the breakaway, but the stick was a little bit tangled up. Betteridge picks that up on the boards. 12.5 minutes remaining in this third and final period here at the Milton Keynes Arena. Score is Milton Keynes 3, Nottingham 5. Puck couldn't quite clear that. Forbes down on the right hand side. Betteridge making use of himself once again, but that'll be passed right the way down, and Headley will just palm it off and Stofflet to take that up. Kearney now on the ice wearing this number 7 shirt as before. Griffin tries to fire that down the right hand side, comes off the boot of Carney, and he'll chase that down into the corner with Lee. Isaacson wins out that time round. Lose out, the resulting pass attempt. Mosey gives that to Griffin. Griffin will switch sides. Nickerson comes off the stick of Carney and goes into the corner. Sauvé. And here come Nottingham once again. UCA passes that right away across to Brown over on the left-hand side, and once again that comes on to the right-hand side of Jordan Headley, and he manages to smother that. So we'll try and get these 3 goals back for you as soon as we possibly can. Do apologise once again for the stream dropping out. We had to, apparently the server had to be rebooted. Nothing we could do about it this end, unfortunately. Certainly nothing here in the arena we could do. Nottingham exerting all the pressure now. Short line of Lightning started to tell with tired legs, especially with the game last night up in Manchester. So here we go once again. Doucette. Can't quite get his stick back on that one, and he's robbed of that by Lucio. Here comes Nottingham once again, and that comes out to Stofflet this time round. Barrow Paul, he'll switch sides again. Phillips Pass that down. Nothing for Lightning to chase there. Coming up to the last 10 minutes of the game now. 3-5 remains the score in favour of Nottingham Panthers. Farmer. Pass that off and it comes down the right hand side to Lakovic. Lakovic with a slightly errant pass and Farmer has to backtrack. Almost turned the pass over there to Lightning. Still something in this game I feel for Lightning, if they can just get one goal back and maybe then just claw something else. Foster comes off his skate, goes all the way up. It's flicked high and that once again defeats all the furniture up in the ceiling. Stofflin now. Lee with King in close attendance. Griffin. Opportunity for Griffin. Takes a shot, comes out. And bobbles back into the pads of Michael Garnett. So we'll play that replay of some of the goals and we'll get through those as we get through the breaks in play. So they'll be coming up very, very shortly. So as soon as we get the next break in play, we'll get those played for you. So any queries, it's not something that we can sort out for you here on the Lightning Twitter feed, the Lightning TV Twitter feed. So it's the Infinity 21 website that you need to go to sort out any queries there. It's certainly not something we can sort out here. Apologise, but not a lot we can do up in the gantry. We're as frustrated as you are, believe me. Set tries to get the shot off that time round and that goes wide, and that was Lewis Hook trying to make something happen for Lightning now with 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go, and backhand pass to pretty much no man's land, but no one there. Great work by Griffin. Mosey in close attendance there, almost same as GB forward off. And Barry Paul goes down under the challenge, but plays that on his knees. Puck tight up against these boards on the left hand side. Here come Nottingham once again. Mosey couldn't get it away that time round. It's Phillips. Can come down centre ice. And Shantyev this time at speed. Backhands out across the other side and Nicholson's there to pick it up. Kearney manages to clear the zone. Kearney once again with Gagnon in close attendance and loses control. Nicholson loses out. But Phillips will pick this up this time round. 7 minutes 9 seconds remaining in this third period. Carney tries the toe drag and doesn't quite come off for him. Allows Nottingham once again to try and clear. Stopped it that time round, but Nottingham will clear their zone this time round. Nottingham go to the bench to change. Phillips, Sauvé, Lakovic, Farmer on the ice for them. King trying to bat with a high stick call. So here we come with the replays. This is the tying goal, so it made it 3 each. Puck bobbling around and goes on there, and that tied the game up for Nottingham. And then we got the fourth goal for Nottingham League with all the work down on this right hand side. Puck come out, and out there was Zach Phillips there to put that in, and then goal number 5 will come in just a second. Barry Paul. Shot comes in, comes off the stick and the hand of Betteridge. Very Paul couldn't quite get there, and Betteridge is away. Pompey is the lone Lightning defender. Betteridge crossing. That's another goal! Great play from Betteridge, and Sauvé there to finish that one off. It's 6-3 Nottingham. I have to say, great play from Nottingham, and turnover. Betteridge comes down the right hand side. Sauvé there, unselfish play from Betteridge, and off he goes. It will take you back to goal number 5. And coming down centre ice, and puck comes across, and close attendance. So just as they picked it off Jordan Headley's pads. It's 6-3 to Panthers. Isaacson now fires out all the way around. King. Phillips on the blue line. Back to King. Back to Phillips. There's a penalty. Completely missed the penalty there, I do beg your pardon. Penalty called on Robert Farmer. I think it's a high stick call actually. Carney once again. Isaacson. Just under a minute now remaining on this power play. Hudson gives it back to Isaacson. Hudson once again. Puts it through, comes off the outside of the post. 40 seconds remaining on the power play for Lightning. Phillips. Hudson. One time, it comes off the post. Came off the angle, I think. That was crossbar and post. Another shot comes in, and that time stopped by Garnett all the way back down again, and Phillips wafts on the puck and misses that completely. 9 seconds remaining on the Lightning power play now. Spang. Into the last 5 minutes of the game. 4:39 remaining. Very Paul. Here come Panthers again. Shot comes in into the midriff of Jordan Headley. Once again, I do apologise for those who missed the goals because of missing the stream. Thankfully we did manage to retrieve those, and we've actually got those, and we played those for you. So once again, apologies. These support calls, please get in touch with Infinity 21 via the streaming website. Please don't tweet us here at Lightning TV, because there's nothing we can actually do about it. So any issues, lightning at infinity21.net. They're the streaming company that we deal with. So any queries there, please by all means drop a line to them, and then they'll get you sorted out. As I say, there's nothing we can do here at the arena. It's a technical issue that there's nothing we can do with. And believe me, it's as frustrating here as it is for you guys. One of those things, unfortunately, we don't normally get technical issues, but so we've got a break in play whilst the referee goes over and reviews what I think might have been the shot from Carl Hudson that hit the upright. So in that time, we've probably got time to watch those 3 goals again. So the tying goal made it 3-2. Shot came in, and once again it was Jordan Henley moved side to side and pretty much into an empty net. So that made it 3 each. And Lee this time did all the work for goal number 4 for Nottingham, passed it straight across, and once again there it was, just set up nicely for Zach Phillips to slot in from close range. And then the 5th goal once again came off Jordan Headley's pad, and it was just a pretty easy tip in. And then we got the 5th goal turned over, and so we made it 6, beg your pardon. That was Mumshanshev, so 6-3 it is. We're back on a review on that shot from Carl Hudson. I must admit, I thought it hit right between the crossbar and the upright, right on that angle from the noise it made. Normally if you hit the post you get a sort of very tinny sound. It gave a bit of a dull thud. So the goal was washed out. No big appeals for that. I think it was just a review that so on we go. 4:28 remaining in this third period. Box Hill wins the face-off. Foster now, left-hand side. Fires that across. That'll be for Box Hill for chase. He's got Spang and Clark's also in attendance. That's come all the way across to Betteridge once again. He's had a great game, Betteridge, tonight. Great game. Call back. Nets off his moorings once more. And it'll be another face-off. This time outside of the zone. So Lighting in possession. Pompey clears, comes across the boards. Pellini now. Nottingham look to finish his last 4 or so minutes on a high. And puck bounces up and out of play. A souvenir for somebody to take home with them tonight. And it's a face-off in the Lightning zone, just the left-hand side of that Jordan Headley goal. Brown and Vero Paul down for the face-off this time. Mumshanshev almost got something on that, but Hook came away with it, and Mumshanshev will win that, and he'll chase that down with Phillips. Phillips now to Hudson. Doucette tries to get there on the skate of Lewis Hook, but that's an icing call again, and they'll come all the way back down once again. 3:31 remaining in this third and final period now. Once again goes under a lightning stick, and under pressure once again. Zach Phillips against Carl Hudson. Hudson goes down. Phillips, Farmer. Shot comes in once again. That comes off the upright. Spang, I think that was, and Phillips that time completely miscued down. Off it went. Once again, Nottingham providing the pressure. Zach Phillips once more. Farmer down on the blue line. Phillips goes backhand, Spang across that far side, diagonal pass. Sauve now. Spang. Right across to Zach Phillips. Feigns a shot, doesn't do anything with it. Shot comes across, that goes wide into the left-hand side. Whistle is blown. Vero Paul goes over, and that's a too many men call. And that'll be too many men call on Milton Keynes Lightning with 2:29 to go. They're going to play the next 2 minutes with 4 men on the ice. Leaning hook down for the face-off. Phillips once again. Billingsley. David Clark. Backhands all across to Pellini. Billingsley didn't catch it, but Clark did on the turn. Next off is Moorings, so that'll be called back. Jordan Headley busying himself in the Lightning net once more. So we're into the last 2 minutes of this game now. Brown and King down for this face-off. MKL Barmy Army chants start around the arena. Mungshangchev. Sauve back to Mungshangchev. Panthers going down low, looking to make something happen around this Lightning net once again. Lightning managed to clear their lines. 1 minute 30 now remaining in the game. Boussiers. He's going to go all the way. Brown waiting high, and now they switch. And Shanchev. Had a busy game tonight, a good game. Headley managed to save that, and Boussiers. Sauve over on this right hand side. The shot comes in, and Shangshav is there to pick up the rebound. Shot came in, came off Jordan Headley's left hand pad. He couldn't quite get across to pick up the rebound. With exactly a minute to go in this game, it's Nottingham 7, Lightning 3. The shot came in. Got the left pad to it, and Shangshev was there, straight to his tape. And he's not going to miss from there. Lightning 3, Nottingham 7. Boxhill. Phillips. Less than a minute to go now, 48 seconds to go. Hudson. Forbes couldn't make anything of it on the boards there. Lee. Lindhagen miscues the pass. Phillips will pick that up. Lindhagen again. Foster. Well, there's a penalty call, I'm not sure. I think that's offside. 17 seconds to go. Mosey with Nickerson down the right hand side. Into the last 10 seconds now. Stofflet will just shepherd that. We'll just run the clock down. 3 seconds to go, and that's a win for Nottingham Panthers. Not a great night for Lining. There's the injury to Mika Vickman, of course, and Jordan Headley came in, acquitted himself really, really well. But against a Nottingham side like this, give them any opportunity and they're going to put goals past you. Final score is Milton Keynes Lining 3, Nottingham Panthers 7.
Like any activity in life, it's all about preparation. So start this year with a review of your finances. 2021 is the year to make things happen, so let's do it together. At the Nottingham, along with our trusted partners, there's not much we can't help you with when it comes to financial planning. From independent financial advice and prepaid funeral plans to will writing and estate planning services, we've got it covered. So call your nearest branch today to arrange a free initial meeting to discuss your savings, pensions and investments.